Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to learn how to create a virtual machine on Google Cloud Platform. Google Cloud Platform, or GCP, is Google's cloud computing service, and creating virtual machines is one of its most powerful and commonly used features, especially for developers, data engineers, and DevOps engineers. By the end of this video, you'll know how to create a VM from scratch, understand machine types, save cost, and connect to your server easily. First, open your Google Cloud Console. From the left menu, go to Compute Engine and then VM Instances. If this is your first time, you will see an option to enable the Compute Engine API. Click Enable and wait for a few minutes. Once the API is enabled, click on Create Instance to create your first VM. In the Name field, give your instance a name. Region and zone are not just location options. They decide how fast your server responds and how much money you pay every month. Now in machine configuration, choose the machine type. For beginners, E2 Micro or E2 Small is perfect because it is very cheap and even comes under the free tier. For medium workloads, you can choose E2 Medium, and for heavy applications, N2 standard machines are better. Remember, higher CPU and RAM means higher cost. GCP shows you the monthly price estimate, but you only pay for the time your VM is running. Now move to OS and storage. Click Change on boot disk and select OS you want. Choose the latest version. Choose disk type, and set the size depend on your need. Next comes the data protection section, where you can configure backups, snapshots, and encryption, but for beginners, default settings are enough. Now go to the networking section and leave everything as default so your VM will get a public IP address. In access and permissions, keep the default service account in default scopes and allow HTTP and HTTPS traffic if you plan to host websites or APIs. Scroll down to Advanced Options where you will see Startup Script. This is optional but very powerful because you can add shell commands here to automatically install software every time the VM starts. Try exploring Compute Engine pricing to know different machine families and understand how CPU, RAM, disk, and region affect your cost. Now click Create and wait for your VM to launch. In a few seconds, your instance will appear in the VM list, where you can start, stop, edit, or delete it anytime. To connect to your server, simply click on SSH and choose Open in Browser. Now you are inside your own cloud server running on Google's infrastructure. In the next video, I will guide you on how to connect to this instance using SSH keys from your local computer. Thanks for watching, keep supporting, and see you in the next video.